Hey, ready to do some cards? Oh, thank you, Singing Bowls. Those were lovely. The Seven Sisters. We want to thank the Seven Sisters for their beautiful singing for us today. What are the words of clarity for us, Love Source God? Thank you, thank you, thank you for the opportunity to connect with the energy in humanity that is love, peace, and happiness oriented. What is the word of clarity for love for today? Love Source God, thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay. For love, we have flow. Let love flow. Flow. For peace, thank you. We have trust. Trust. Because when you're not in peace, you're not trusting. You're not trusting in your well-being. There's very little trust in you when you've lost your sense of peace. Happiness. For happiness, what is the word of clarity for happiness today? Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay. Creation. Creation. This is a reminder that our vibe is an act of creation. The vibe you're maintaining, your happiness is creating more situations and circumstances to add additional happiness into your experience. The bottom of the deck is direction. Which way are you going, George? Which way are you going? Which way are you going, George? Which way are you going? Okay. I'm gonna put this fan on. And then we're gonna get into the flashcards. So with the direction card, I'm getting, it's important decisions, choice of perspective has been decided recently. Like you've made some important choices about how you're going to view this. Like, it's like you decided you were going to go through this whole time in situation that you're dealing with right now in a positive headspace or in a low vibration headspace. And you're solidifying that right now. And it's like, no matter what's coming up, nothing can throw your vibe off. I see somebody who needs to let go of a love situation at this time because trust has been violated and it's taking your peace. You're giving your peace away to a situation, to maintaining a situation that is where there's no trust. Wow. Now I see someone else who's really at peace with a new situation that's really delighting them, that they've been working on creating, materializing, where they're allowing their love to flow and they're finding it easy to trust this in this situation. And it can be a bit of a shocker to feel this much trust in this circumstance. So let's follow that story. We have the 3 red cherries. This is something where there's some a relationship that's building, a situation that's building positively, building positively. So there's some people right now, what they're building, they're getting in tune with the vibe of love, and it's increasing their wealth. Interesting. Because what I get is there's the other side that says, yeah, but well, wealth is something that's presenting a challenge for a lot, but there's somebody who's really thriving in this energy right now, right? And your trust and your peace is got everything to do with it. Holding that vibration, you've matched it. So it's coming in. The bottom of the deck, we have 11 portholes. They're windows on a ship, 11 of them. But they also look like casino chips. So I see somebody's taking a risk. Yeah, see? There's somebody who's really like beginning to find that place of trust in a relationship that they started, and or either the trust is that they have in their partnership is right now also giving a lot of peace. Yes, not or either. And okay, spiritually, you've chosen your point of focus as everything. You know that this is a gateway into a new day. Like things are changing, things are shifting in the world. You can see it, it's obvious, and you're just maintaining in a beautiful way. The 3 red cherries. Cherries are significant for somebody who wore a cherry dress. So I'm seeing a woman who she's probably Caucasian or European, and she's got on a 50s style cherry dress. I feel like you have a picture of her sitting up on the mantle, and it's a special day for you, whoever this is coming through for. It's a special day for you in regards to this person. So it could be her birthday or an anniversary of them. I feel this person definitely is in spirit right now, and they're letting you know you are okay to trust your gut, which is telling you that you don't need to be freaking out right now, that you need to stay cool, and that everybody else that's freaking out is the ones that needs to chill out, because it's not, there are big things going on. It is a big deal, but the way you go through it, chilling out is the best option, most empowering option. Okay, let's get into the general energy of the day tarot with the major arcana deck. And we have Lady Justice. Justice is on the table. It's being served at this time. So this is about karma coming around, and on your half, you're reaping positive karma. And some of you are hearing about others who are reaping their karma, and it's not so positive, and you have zero responsibility for the karma that they're reaping. Their karma is a result of their choices and their decisions. Some of you are hearing about somebody that got themselves in a legal situation and they're not getting the outcome that they had desired. Lady Justice is, and you're hearing about this. What I don't even feel like it's directly. I feel like some of you might come across a post from somebody on Facebook, or somebody could call you and gossip, and just, it's like the news has to get to you that this situation has turned out this way. Yeah, somebody got a real shocker. The Tower, a real shocker. They thought they were going to get away with something. Yeah, they didn't get away with it. I feel like on the macro scale for humanity right now, a lot of people who thought they were getting away with a lot of dark arts, dark behaviors, and they've been building off of that for so long. Yeah, those falsely built structures are being brought down. And I see the energy of, what do they call it? Whipping the bushes? I don't know. When they go in and they like beat the bushes to see what's going to come out. So I see people who are involved in things that are really counterproductive to healthy society, out of greed, maliciousness, deceit, abuse. I see that stuff being set right. I feel like Lady Justice is like, yeah, we're not having this no more. We're not sustaining this energy no more. Balance must be brought forth. Balance must be brought forth. Justice has to be served, and justice is being served. This is about the truth and nothing but the truth. So somebody's dirty little secrets are coming out, and now it's time for justice. On the feminine energy, we have the 5 of air. The 5 of air in this deck, somebody's not showing all their face. This person has a mask on. And this person, interesting, somebody wants you to think, wow. Somebody wants you to think that they really don't know anything, like they're just silly. They want you to feel that way. And they're presenting themselves to you. But the truth is, they're exactly where they want to be. Interesting. What is that all about? And we started off saying, which way did he go, George? Which way did he go? And so it's like she's stretching. Which way is she going to go? She's stretching herself in both directions right now. So somebody is doing a lot of back and forth with their intuition right now, with this coming out as a feminine energy, as divine feminine energy. So somebody's going a lot of back and forth with their intuition right now. And as a result, they're kind of just pulling back and just saying, you know what, I'm going to hang out here in the middle and wait for more. Wait for more evidence to present itself. So somebody's on the verge of making a very important decision that their intuition is speaking to them about. And they're just like, okay, eventually it's going to show itself. I'm just going to chill right now. And I'm going to let my intuition continue to unfold this to me, because I can sense there's something there. And so for you who's resonant with that feeling, put it out there. Like, my intuition clarifies what I need to know more and more as I am aligning with it, as I'm ready to see it. It becomes clearer. So maybe it'll be through my dream. Maybe it'll be through a divine download or an epiphany, if you call it. And either way, I know that clarity is coming. So I'm just going to sit still. But I can sense something coming up from my intuition. There's a strong, I can sense something coming up from my intuition. My intuition is trying to tell me something, but somebody is saying to themselves, but what is it? I can feel my intuition trying to tell me something, but what is it? The bottom of the deck, this is the 9 of air. Okay. So what I hear immediately was somebody had a dream. They had a dream, and it was, and it was a very symbolic dream. And what it was an answer to an affirmation. You've been asking for clarity. You already got the dream, and over the days to come, you're gonna process that. You're gonna process that information. Some of you had a dream and you can sense that you had a dream, but you really can't recall it. You couldn't tell it to anyone or yourself right now, but you know you had a dream. Don't worry, it'll get clear. And I'm hearing you're going to revisit that dream again. You're going to be revisiting that dream again within 5 days, within 5 nights, or 5, if you sleep daytime, then whatever. Why do we got to get down to those kind of nuances? Those are the kind of nuances that they want to talk about. Yeah, you asked for some solutions, some guidance. You might have prayed about it. You can not even realize that you prayed about it. It's just you've been up in the bed thinking about, worrying about. So, and you're sitting there being in your head about this situation, you have attracted the solution. And it's just like, it doesn't feel clear to you right now. So let's look at the masculine energy. What's the divine masculine? The inner world, there's a back and forth energy, back and forth with an idea. Masculine energy, throat chakra. It's a 5 as well. And it's air energy. Communication is totally air energy. But there's an alignment in between the masculine and the feminine. So some of you are having a conversation with a masculine counterpart. An important conversation with a masculine counterpart. What's at the bottom of the deck? The release card, which is Major Arcana 13, the death card. Having a conversation with the masculine about a complete transformation that they've gone through. Something's changed. They're ready to let it go. They made a huge change. You're going to find out about a huge change that they made. They've been making this change, and they're going to speak to you about it. They've been going through some big changes. They had some epiphany. Some of y'all are going to have a conversation where a person, masculine energy, is saying, hey, you know what? I've been through this huge change of thought because I got this epiphany and I don't feel the same way about this subject, fill in the blank, anymore. And the feminine is like processing what she's heard, because interestingly enough, this for her is bringing up fears. This is something that she had been fearing, I'm hearing. So in this partnership, there's a situation where the truth is coming out. Maybe for somebody, legalities are really causing a change in plans here. Something big has changed though. And so now the feminine energy had this going on. Either it was keeping her up at night, or it was going on for a while, thinking about it, feeling about it. And now it's like you helped materialize it for yourself. So that's weird. I'm going to say that's weird. As this, I'm getting strong love energy. I'm going to pull from my Moonology and Romance Angels combined shuffle and see what else Lister Scott can tell us about this situation. It's a challenging day today. Overall, the energy, though, it's like new guidelines are being set for humanity right now. Wherever your society is, your neighborhood, whatever, your city, your state, new rules coming out, legalities coming up. People got things to say about it. For some of y'all, this is happening in such an easy way as this is just having a conversation about some changes that you've been through with your partner. For somebody else, this is about having a conversation about the challenges that you're facing at this time with the whole societal situation with everybody being in this social distancing. A win-win outcome is forecast. Full moon in Libra. So communication is vital, because without communication, you really have a difficult time making progress. So it seems that these communications, no matter how challenging the subject is or how challenging the conversation is, it's showing that balance will be issued, because this is a full moon in Libra. Full moon in Libra, this is coming up. This is coming up. Pacific time at like 12:36 in the morning on the 8th. So technically in about 25 hours. 5.5 hours. A win-win outcome is forecast. So you could be just having conversations about the challenges that you've been dealing with, and for some of you on a higher vibration, this could be having conversations where you're looking at all that you've overcome and you're like, okay, I can get through anything because look at what I've been through. There's that energy coming up. But there's a conversation that's really got somebody thinking like you ain't been thinking before. Let's look at the feminine side. It says, don't let your past hold you back, South Node, from the Moonology deck is what fell out. So on the feminine side, this is why she's going back and forth, and why we mentioned her fears from the past coming up is don't let your past hold you back. You can't keep recreating for tomorrow from the past. We mentioned something about that during the words of clarity. We're going to take the next card off the top because it's a romance angel, and we want a romance angel. For the masculine energy, it says passion. Allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. What else does there need to be said? I mean, this masculine energy is here communicating to you, telling you about the passion that they have for you. They could be telling you plans they have, passionate plans. They could be saying, I want to kiss you like that in the card right there, and the thing of it is, you're looking at the situation and somewhere you're still attached to past fears. Oh. I also see a situation here where a masculine is saying, hey, look, I really love you. I'm so passionate for you. I really want to be with you. But I'm afraid of getting my heart broken again. And then you have the feminine here saying, well, look, I know you don't want to get your heart broken again. What you think? I want to get my heart broken? Is that what you think I went into this for? And she's like, look, you got to get over your past. You can't bring your past into your now, which is why the death card is over here on the bottom of the masculine. But on the feminine's energy, like she's got the 9 of air. She's balanced over this idea and this imagery. She's got wings attached to her arms. She's helped herself find balance in this, and she's at a point to where she's deciding how she wants to focus, and she's good at sustaining that idea. There's a feminine energy here who, even though we spoke that there is some feminine energy that's literally all up in her head, worried in her bed, bringing up her old fears, there's another feminine energy here who's coming through as very aligned with her inner self, to where she already knows that those types of thoughts don't serve her and she really doesn't indulge in them. And so she's communicating to her partner, who's letting her know, I'm really passionate for you. I really want to be with you, but I'm afraid of getting my heart broken. She's like, well, the past is the past. You have to let it go. South Node energy. You got to let it go. You got to embrace the opportunities available for you now. You can't just be holding on to the idea that everyone's going to break your heart, because I'm not that one, and that's not this relationship. It's different, right? The bottom of this deck is a Moonology card. It says, expect powerful change. Something is being eclipsed out. And the masculine energy has that eclipse energy here with the death card coming out at the bottom of the deck for them. That's totally eclipse energy, where something creates such a change that it'll never be the same again in your life. A whole cycle is being switched up, switched out. Okay. So I want to pull from my Affirmators tarot. I would like to pull a spread. I want to pull a Celtic and pull up somebody's story, somebody's experience. Hello, Dawn. Hello, Chantel. Hello, Lee. And hello, Wanda. We're so thankful and grateful to have you here. Please take a moment when you're watching this video to put a comment in the feed and let us know how many views it has when you watch it. And put comments in anywhere where you're resonant with the messages so we'll know, just for confirmation. Feels good. It feels good knowing that the messages are serving you. So if these messages are a service to you and you'd like to see them keep coming, please put your comments in. So we have, for the center energy, we have the Page of Swords and the World. So I feel like you're showing up as a Page of Swords. And this is you playing with the ideas of possibility is what I'm getting with this yellow background. There's a lot of optimism in that, that open books flying, and the book being carried is saying you have wisdom, you have knowledge with you that you've acquired. You know, you let go of some beliefs and ideas, and you've learned a lot of new things, and it's saying that you have all the ability here and wisdom you need moving forward. So here you are playing with the idea of what's next for me. What am I going to do now? And the reason why is because you're sitting in a world situation where you're looking at the world and you're like, okay, now what am I going to do? As I look at the world situation, as I look at the larger scope of things, look at how far I've come, and now what do I want to do next? This is people are wanting to know. Also, I'm hearing you really want to know. You have a lot of curiosity, and you have it highly on your mind about what's going to happen in our society now. What happens for the world now? Well, being crossed with the Hierophant. Whoa. The Hierophant is about what is societally upright, politically correct, even, I'm getting, but it's more like socially acceptable. Thank you. Socially acceptable. It's coming up with what's socially acceptable. It's also coming up with major life lessons. The Hierophant always speaks to me about major life lessons and big finance, higher education, religious beliefs. So, okay. I feel like as people this is a card of faith right now, and this a card of the teacher. So right now, as you're looking at the world situation, I feel like you're saying to yourself, now is the time like never before for me to exercise my faith, to remember everything that I've learned, and to remember how I've benefited from everything, and to teach what I've learned that's helped me regardless. So some of you are just going to have conversations where you help calm down family members or friends that you have conversations on the telephone with. You help them to see another perspective. You help them to get grounded. You help them to process some information that they're dealing with, as a lot of people are having if they haven't already dealt with their family karmic energies, that stuff is coming up. So somebody is really teaching right now to a group of individuals in whatever way that whole life lesson of what's going on right now. Learning the power of being your spiritual authority. Oh, and I hear they can control what the vessel can do, but they cannot control my mind or my spirit. Okay. The Hierophant, that's a Taurian energy. All right. What's below you is the Ace of Swords. You done got the truth. Yeah, and the Page of Swords, you were holding the truth. And this is the truth you were holding. Like, you became really wise. You got really clear. Something became so clear to you with that owl. This is wisdom. This owl's got his reading glasses on. He's been researching things. He's been figuring things out. And he found some information that was truly valuable. And so this you wise owl, you're holding on to that truth that you done found. Taking the lesson and creating wisdom with it and putting it into action, taking that lovely energy of the truth and putting it into action. In your recent past energy, you have the 10 of Pentacles. It's the end of agreements, the end of contracts, the end of a legacy. Somebody's legacy has come to an end. And I'm not feeling like this is your legacy. I feel like this is you cutting off an old way, There's some people here who's realizing that they want to teach. There's somebody here who realizes, you know what, I'm tired of working in the world of finance. I want to be a teacher. I want to be a teacher. I want to work with the children. I want to work with young adults. I want to work with the elderly, but I want to teach. Some of you, I want to teach my religious things. I want to teach the soul healing that I've got. I want to teach what I know, though. I want to teach how to do this better. I want to teach. There's that teach energy. I want to preach energy coming up here, because it's like what you used to do and what worked for you before, where you used to gain your income. I really feel like for somebody, this is a job related spread or career finance somehow. Yeah, you're done with that. You've completed that. It's just not satisfactory anymore. The Seven of Wands is above you. This is you being truly passionate for something, and passionate and continuing to persevere. This is a card of perseverance, sticking it out, even when others are trying to go against you, take your place, trying to overpower you. Even when you feel like you're up against a challenge, you're willing to take the challenge and persevere. And you know it. You're like, I got this challenge. I got this challenge. This is, I've stood up to other stuff before this, and I can stand up to this now. Unfolding for you is the Two of Cups. The Two of Cups. The Two of Cups is a card of love. The Two of Cups is a card of connection, of resonance, emotional resonance, joy. Meeting someone else who has their own full cup, so that y'all can come together with both of your full cups and real love can be there. For someone, this is a person who had been divorced a long time ago, and they've had opportunities coming their way. They've been open to accepting a new romantic offer. They met somebody, they're investigating. There's still other people trying to come around or whatever, but they stood their ground, and there's an opportunity for a deeper commitment coming up in love for you. In career, I really see you going into a field that's more spiritual based, something that you love to do, for anybody who is resonant with letting go of the career. But I do see a positive energy coming out from this. And it's because you've been very deliberately, decisively, and unapologetically like defending your position. So somebody has been really staying sucker free. Like, you have suckers coming your way every day, and you just ducking and dodging. You know what I'm saying? Somebody has been for 7 months by themselves, or 7 years by themselves. Somebody is like, yeah, I'm good on my own. I know how to handle myself. But if the opportunity is right, I'm willing. I see somebody who is really happy because they came into an inheritance in the recent past, and you really wanted to go to the next level. I'm hearing university, you wanted to go to some university, and you're getting news that the finances is coming through for that. So you're really excited because this is new course of study is going to enable you to like really live one of your dreams, something that really fulfills you. It says your approach is to keep on wishing and hoping and praying and making the moves. You can only do what you can do. The rest of it is you have to know that your blessings are coming. And I feel like that's where you're at with the Nine of Cups. You had amazing synchronistic coinciding events line up for you before, and you're looking for how this is working out for you now. Whatever your scores are, like, you raise the bar. For those of you who are talking, those of you where we're talking about a romantic situation, and you're attracting a love. For some of you, you've been divorced for a while, and so you've been sustaining on your own for maybe 10 years even, and you're gonna meet you're speaking to and getting to know this Taurian person, and so far it looks like a winner, and you're going to find that it's exactly what you want. And this person, one of the things that they really like about you is that you're a hard worker and you know how to keep yourself in balance, and they really like that. And this person is wanting to make a change in their world, and that change they want to make is you. And for some of you, there's earth and water energy here, because I have 2 twos. So it's like this emotional harmony that you have together, this fellow feeling of love, of passion for one another, is definitely going to help you build a relationship together that can really, this person really believes y'all can do it, that you can find a great experience together. Your innermost emotions is like, okay, yeah, I'm ready to change my life. The death card is here. And this is saying, like, because we're talking about a person who's been single for a long time. And this is you saying, yeah, I'm ready to bring an end to being single. I'm ready to be committed with somebody. And that's what you're wanting. And you're hoping that this person will bring this positive change your way, because with death, there's rebirth. So there's the energy there of being ready for a whole new life, a whole new take on life, a whole new life experience, you're hoping that this is a type of relationship that you've never seen before. The death of the old way of doing love and the welcoming of a new way of doing love. And I feel like you've really had it that way up until this point, because you've taken time and you've stood your ground. You haven't really, it's like you didn't just jump all the way in and move in with somebody right away, or you didn't just throw yourself all the way in. You actually took time to get to know this person, is what I feel. The outcome energy here is temperance. Some of you, that getting to know one another is going to turn into a blending. I feel like one of you is more emotional, one of you is more that earth and pentacles energy, right? Some of you will feel that energy of the twin situation that goes on. Sagittarius is here. So for some of you, you're dealing with the Sagittarian, that this person is going to be a part of your life. And somebody here, this whole situation is about you learning to stand your ground and honor your own boundaries and become the authority over your life, so that you could attract somebody who's a match to what you are. And I feel like there's different ones around you observing you who are a match to what you are. I feel like some of you have your heart set on a Scorpio person that you know, and you're going to end up with the Sagittarius. Somebody has been trying to make a decision in love of who they want to commit to, whether it's going to be this Scorpio or the Sagittarius. And I feel like you're going to definitely go for the Sagittarius. In regards to the education, there is somebody here who is going to actually be able to be of real service. I feel like you're going into the healing arts. I get healing arts with that Temperance card. And I feel like your healing arts have to do with like being a grief counselor, or somebody who helps you could even be somebody who deals directly with spirit, where you help pass residual energy, spiritual energy from past on people. So helping them to move on. I've never said anything like that before on this show, but that's what I'm feeling, and that's what I'm getting. And then somebody's going from a more banking based industry, and somebody in your environment is like, yeah, but you've always worked with money. You've always been a cashier. You've always been a banker. You've always been into investment. You've always been into whatever, fill in the blank. It's something to do with money. Or somebody says you've always been a builder and now you want to be a singer, or, now you want to get into Reiki. Now you want to do massage therapy, and somebody's being ridiculed for that. And I feel like you've let this stop you before, but you're at a point now where you're not listening to that stuff anymore. And I feel like you're going to be able to really be of service in this. It's going to delight you. It's at this point for you about getting past what other people's perceptions are about your choices that you're making for yourself. Like, dude, if you would be busy minding your own business, you'd probably have more business to mind. Why don't you mind your own business? I have a person here who's looking at the world around them and who's really a very spiritual person, a spiritual teacher. The spiritual teacher, you're being linked up with a partner who's going to help benefit you in supporting your work. So there's someone who's in the spiritual healing arts. You work with other people somehow in whatever form or fashion that you do to raise consciousness, to some of you could be a nurse and you want to create a program for the community. Somehow you're finding grant money, or you found an investor, or you found an angel investor, something like that coming up for you. What you need to know, the most important thing for everybody cohesively that I'm getting come through now with a urgent message, and it's like emergency broadcast system, and it's like you are blessed and safe and protected. Each of you has angels surrounding you at every time. And I'm hearing 14 angels that surround you at all times to protect you because of the energy that you are aligned with. It is aligned with you. And you are always blessed and safe and protected. And you need to know that as you step out into this world, keep your knowing that the energy goes all around you. You are completely surrounded by the support of love source, God, spirit, and in particular angels. And so there's some of you have a strong, I'm hearing the word fascination with angels, and you know all their names, and you love all the angels, but you have favorite angels and you call on them all the time, and they are like, we are here with you all the time, don't ever doubt that. And you're like, I know they are, you're talking about me. And it's like, but let that offer you more peace as you move through the day. Let that offer you more peace, because for whatever reason, although you know it, you've been having a hard time showing it in your train of thought. And they're saying to you, please remember that worrying is praying for what you don't want. So if you could just stop pouring the worry energy all over the situation, like you'll help us accomplish this with a greater ease. Stop pouring the worry over the situation. That aids us in doing things from our side, because now we're not dealing with your your counterproductive power. Wow. And what I see is the angels are there, and Lesser Scott energy source, however you're receiving this message, is there to support your requests, right? And the biggest battle to be won is against everything that you throw out there that goes counteractive to your request being fulfilled. So it's like you ask for help in this or that, you ask for these blessings, and those blessings are on the way to you, but then you kind of like put a roadblock up to them, or in the spiritual realm, the way I'm seeing it, you create demons that fight the angels that are bringing it to you along the way, and so it's having a hard time coming to you, and it's you that's making this situation worse. And it's like, can you just let it come in without throwing in all this wrench of resistance to it? So anything else you want to say? Something about a parent here. Somebody is dealing with a parent who's a Taurus right now. I feel like you said something to your parent who's a Taurus about old family karmic cycles. It took them by surprise. They didn't know how to accept the truth, and it's heavy on your mind because they were very resistant to your truth, and you're looking at them and you're thinking, oh my God, they don't believe me. They don't believe me. And you've spoke about this, or maybe you're the parent and your child spoke to you about a situation and you're having a hard time believing them. And so it's saying, don't worry, you're going to get real clear, and you're going to be able to accept it, because you're in shock because you never thought that this would happen The parent never thought that this would happen to their or involving their child's life. So this is a shocker. But I'm also seeing that everything it's gonna work out. Yes, it's gonna work out. The Temperance card as a overall outcome is also telling everybody at this time the most important thing you're going to need moving forward is to self-maintain emotionally. Like, you can't let yourself get out of whack. You got to keep yourself in check. Use all the powers of speaking things out, of prayer, of hugging trees to ground energy, of meditation, of using your crystals. Like, now is the time to pull out all the big guns. All the big angels are surrounding you. You know what I'm saying? You got all the support you need on the spiritual realm. But now is the time for you to pull out your big guns, because what I'm seeing in all of the messages that I'm getting today is the biggest challenge that ones are dealing with right now is their own freaking head. Get out of your head and get out of your way. If you can't, and this is an old school one, if you don't have anything nice to say, then don't say anything at all. Whether it be about yourself, a situation, another person, a past experience, it's like, just leave it alone. And I'm hearing some of y'all keep having these past situations, the fucked up thing that came up in my life, coming up and up and up and again. And it's kind of like, I made a mistake. You know what? Forgive yourself. Give yourself forgiveness. Go to yourself in that moment and forgive yourself for what you have done, and help yourself make peace with it and move on from it. It's time for you to let it go. You can't keep holding on to that. All right. Wow. I see Nicole and Kat. Thank you so much. Appreciate all your beautiful comments, ladies and gentlemen. Nicole says, so glad I caught you live. Love your readings and realness and energy. Thank you so much, because we're just speaking it out as it comes in. And hey, some days it's all like perky and professional, and sometimes it's straight hood, and sometimes it's so musical, and it's like it's all a different vibe, and you never know what it's going to be on any day. But we're so thankful and grateful to be here to produce these messages for you, and I will be back with more. Do take a minute to browse through the videos. There's a lot of powerful videos out there for you, and I am asking that you would either put in the comments or email me, however you want, some topic suggestions. Topic suggestions that we will be looking for will be ones that would impact the collective. So what are some topics that you would like readings about that will benefit the collective? You know that there's a whole soul family that needs these messages about a subject, a circumstance, a situation, anything that comes to your mind that you would like me to do a reading about to help clarify the situation and bring in some healing and empowering energy over it. We'll be looking at those and taking those into consideration. Thank you for hashtagging love mongering all over the place, and love, peace, and happiness. Thank you for sharing this video. Thank you for giving these videos thumbs up. Thank you for taking time to receive these channel messages, because we do this to be of service, because we love you and we want you to thrive, because the more the one of us thrives, the more that we all can thrive. And so we like to support the energy of thriving, empowerment, awareness, consciousness, and love and peace and happiness, and love and peace and happiness. Oh, yay. Chantel says, thank you. I needed to hear this. Was have a low-key breakdown. Good girl. Yay. Yay. Praise the breakdown. It's out the way. Now we can build up, right? Yay. Everything serves its purpose. Okay. You're very welcome. Thank you, KS. So thankful and grateful to have you all here. Look forward to chit-chatting with you again. And to all of my silent watchers, we love you too. And remember, by being tuned in, tapped in, turned on, that's how you get more resonance with the show. And I love this energy. Let's let it grow. Right now is the most important time of our 3D experience during this life, for us to be the love we love to see, be the sunshine, the glitter, be the rainbow, be the holographic Lambo in the world. Ooh, I'm the holographic Lambo. I'm just saying. Anyways, until my next reading, I absolutely love and adore the part of me that aligns with you. The golden thread that shines all the way through. Call love and peace and happiness. And in the meantime, in between time, you can treat yourself at lphtarot.com. As in love, peace, and happiness to you and yours. And of course, me and mine. Until next time.